Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming my toddler must-haves. When I found out that I was pregnant with Miles, I did not know anything about babies, toddlers. I didn't know what they wanted, what they needed, what they liked. So I went to YouTube and I watched videos like this one that were from real moms giving their honest reviews and opinions of what items worked and what items didn't work for their kids. So I hope if you try out any of these items that they work as well for you as they do for Miles and I. So let's go ahead and just get started with this video. Alright, I'm going to start with health diapering items, and the first one I want to talk about are Pampers Cruisers. Now, I did not start having Miles wear Pampers until he was about just over a year, and we used Loves up until that point, and I thought they were great for when Miles was an infant to up until about just over a year. Loves worked perfectly for us. I love the price point. There were nothing wrong with them. And I will definitely be using Loves again for baby number 2 through the infant baby stage. But right around the time Miles turned 1, he started leaking through his diaper almost every night, even though I would change him right before bed and I would not give him water a half an hour before. He just would still almost leak through every single night. We were having leaks throughout the day, and it just was, I was going through diapers all the time. I was having to change his clothes all the time because he was leaking through. So I decided to try Pampers Cruisers, and we have had no problems with leaks ever since. He sleeps straight through the night and his diaper is not even soggy. He goes longer periods throughout the day with Pampers Cruisers. I don't know if it's just because he's constantly like cruising and he's running and walking and climbing and jumping all over everything, that I think these diapers just work better for this stage for him. At least that's what I've realized. Maybe it's a boy thing, I don't really know, but definitely for baby number 2 I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use Loves up until they are about 1, and then from that point I'm gonna go to Pampers Cruisers because I have not had any leaks or any issues since. So these are definitely a toddler must-have for diapers. My favorite diaper rash cream is Aquaphor Baby 3-in-1 Diaper Rash Cream, and I have used so many, and it took me the longest time to finally find this one, and I'm so impressed with it. It works so well. It prevents, soothes, and treats, and it goes on easily, it cleans off easily, it doesn't make my hands feel sticky, and most importantly, I use it and it starts working right away. I can tell that it starts healing it almost immediately. The next diaper change I do, it starts to improve. So this will be the diaper cream that I use for baby number 2 and for Miles as long as he is still in a diaper. And the last health-related must-have is these Rainbow Light Kids One food-based multivitamin. Miles has been having one of these every single day since he was about 1 year old, and he loves them. He does not like gummies at all, and these are not. He won't eat any gummy type thing, any gummy vitamins, candy, nothing like that. He hates that texture. So I found these, and they're almost just like a regular hard candy. They're in the shape of a star, which he loves. He gets really excited about that. And I like that the serving size was only 1 tablet, and you get 50 multivitamins per container. I believe this is around $13, and it's worked really well for us. Miles gets so excited. He thinks it's candy. This has never made his tummy upset. He is excited to take it, and I love the peace of mind knowing that he is getting all of his vitamins in. Alright, these next few items are going to be feeding food related, and we'll start with these Tommy Tippy bibs. These silicone bibs are just the best. I bought this as a 2-pack. There was a blue and green one, but they also have different colors if you have a girl. Obviously this thing is amazing. It catches any food and prevents it from going on the floor or on his clothes, and it's super easy. I just wipe it off or throw it in the dishwasher. I keep one in my diaper bag and one at home. And probably my favorite part is I don't have to wash a million bibs in the laundry because I have so much laundry as it is. The last thing I want is 20 bibs that I have to wash every single day. So these are definitely a must-have. My favorite sippy cup is by Elo or Ello. It's ELLO. I will link all these items below for anyone who's interested, but this has been so awesome. It holds quite a bit of water, which was my main concern because Miles drinks so much water that I would have to carry like multiple water bottles with us wherever we went, and it just got really heavy. So this holds a lot. He's not going to drink all of this at once, so that gives me peace of mind. It's no slip, and it opens by pressing this button. I don't know if you saw that, but it's a little silicone straw, and I love that when he's done drinking it, we can close it, snaps it right shut, and it just prevents any germs. And if he throws it or anything like that, then I don't have to worry about germs and the straw being on the floor. It also has this little strap, which I haven't really needed to use, but I guess it's nice knowing that it's there. And you can also lock this so you can't open it, which is also a pretty cool feature. And Miles has a really good time pressing this button and having the straw pop out. It's also dishwasher safe, which is nice. The only thing that you cannot do is you cannot microwave things with this, which isn't a problem for me, but I thought I would just throw that out there. But we love this thing, and it is definitely a must-have sippy cup. All right, and the next two items are food items. I wasn't sure if I should mention food items in this or not, but I figured, what the heck, I'm gonna throw these in there anyway, just because they are such staples in our house. We've been using for so long, and Miles loves, has still loved, and they're just awesome. So I thought I would throw them out there. The first one is this Market Pantry from Target Original Apple applesauce pouch. And these are great because they're so easy for him to just drink out of. It has that little spout and he can just suck it right down. It's no mess at all. And I love that I can travel with these. It's not yogurt based, so it does not have to be refrigerated. So I can throw multiple ones of these in my diaper bag, and they're just small enough to always have on hand, and he's just always loved these. So these definitely had to make our toddler favorites because they're just his favorite snack. The last food item favorite is this Kid Fresh Wagon Wheels mac and cheese. And this thing is so good. I've definitely talked about this item before in at least one of my vlogs. And aside from being really healthy, it's made with all real ingredients, has 12 grams of protein, no artificial flavors or colors or preservatives. It's really healthy, and it's also so good. If I'm making something that Miles does not want to eat, then I always have a few of these on hand, and it heats up in the microwave, and he always loves them. It's a total hit. To be honest with you, I even have these for lunch sometimes because they are so good. And I just don't see our love for this mac and cheese ever going away, and I hope they never stop making it because we are literally obsessed with this stuff. So good. And the last category in my toddler favorites is toys. And the first item I'm going to talk about is this book. This book has quickly become a huge favorite because it has wheels, and it opens up, and it's a book and has really informative information and pictures about fire trucks, which really holds Miles' attention because he loves trucks. And it's just such a cool concept, and it's small enough where I throw it in my bag. I bring it in the car with us, and it keeps him entertained no matter where we are. He loves this thing. I brought it to his doctor's appointment when we went a couple weeks ago, and he was driving it all around, and then we were reading it, and then he would stop and he would drive it around again. So this thing just doubles as a toy and a book, and it's definitely one of our favorite things. So another must-have toy item are these wooden puzzles, and most of these are by Melissa and Doug, most if not all. This one has literally taught Miles every single letter of the alphabet. It is so awesome. And this one is really cool because it teaches him animals, and it actually, when he puts the pieces in, plays sounds. So that one's really fun for him to do. And this is just another farm animal one, but we literally have like 15, if not more, of these wooden puzzles, and they're so much fun for him, and he's learning while he's playing with them, so I love them so much. And he has been doing puzzles since he was at least a year old. Almost every single day we do puzzles, so that is definitely one of my favorite toys that we have for him. This next one is a bath toy, and it is by the brand Yokido. I'm not really sure, but it'll be linked below. And this is such a genius idea. I was so excited when I found this toy online, and even more excited when I saw how well it worked when we got it in person. So basically what this is you use it in the bathtub, and when the water goes over this blue part, you can turn it on right here. I don't know, it's on right now. I don't know if you can hear the little sound of the motor running. I'll turn it off. But basically you turn that on and it runs the water through the bathtub and just recycles it, and it comes out of the spout. And if your kid is anything like Miles, he would have me running the water the entire time he's in the tub. He likes to fill up buckets with it. He likes to have different cups and all that stuff. He just does not want to be in the bathtub unless the faucet is on, and that can waste a lot of water. Miles takes a bath every single night, and we have a big jacuzzi bathtub, and he wants to be in the tub for at least a half an hour. And if we had the water running for all that time every single night, it just gives me anxiety knowing how much water we're wasting. So this thing has been such a lifesaver. He has so much fun with it. It actually comes with a bunch of stackable cups. They're in our bathtub right now, but you get the idea. And this thing is just so awesome. And when I bought this for Miles, it was $30, and I saw on Amazon that it's cheaper now. I think it's like $23 or $25, but I will have the link for you guys below. This is definitely a must-have bath item. The next item I want to talk about is the Amazon Free Time tablet. It comes with this case, which is good because Miles drops it constantly. What I love about this is that it can keep him entertained in the car. It connects to Wi-Fi so he can watch shows on it. We downloaded educational apps so he can play games. So this is just really good for travel and when we're on the go. When I fly up to visit my family in Rochester, I always bring this with me, and I download a bunch of episodes and movies and shows that he likes, and this keeps him really entertained while we're on the plane as well. So this thing is a lifesaver when it comes to traveling, and I would highly recommend it for that. So this next toddler must-have is kind of funny, but it is a stool, and we have a couple different ones. We have this one, which we got at Home Goods, and Miles likes it because it has a little boat, and my mother-in-law actually got this for him and painted his name on it, so that's really cute. But there's this one, and then we also have a stool like this that actually has 2 steps. And why I would consider stools a toddler must-have is because I feel like when they're toddlers, they are trying to explore and assert some independence. And for Miles anyway, when he has the stools, he's able to bring them around to where he wants to get to. And obviously they need to be supervised while they have these stools, or they could get up into dangerous things. But what Miles uses these stools for is to get up on our bed. He likes to use them when he brushes his teeth, if he goes up on the potty, if he wants to go up and reach the sink to wash his hands. And I'm with him the entire time, but he likes to have the sense of independence, and it really cuts down on whining for when he would want me to pick him up to either wash his hands or help him reach an item that he couldn't reach. He feels so independent that he can push his stool over there and kind of do it himself, get it himself with my help. But it's just been such a cool thing to see him, figure out how to push these stools around to different things that he wants to go do and explore and figure out. So stools are definitely a toddler must-have in my opinion. Miles has had so much fun and has gotten a lot of independence and learned how to do a lot of things that he otherwise wouldn't be able to do just because he couldn't reach them. So stools are a definite toddler must-have. So this next item I'm going to talk about is too big for me to show you here, so I will walk you to it and show you what I'm talking about after. But we got Miles a little table and chair set for Christmas, and he loves that thing. We use it multiple times a day. I keep a box of crayons that he's able to open up on his own right on the table, and it comes with shelves on the side, so he keeps his coloring books in there, and he eats snacks on there, he plays his puzzles on it. We just do so many different things, and he loves having a table that he can go and he can sit, and he learned how to pull out the chair, sit in them, scooch in. I think the table and chair is a really good toddler must-have because it gives them their own space. He goes over there when he wants to be creative. He can color and use his coloring books. If he wants to sit over there and eat, he feels like a big boy because he's sitting at an actual table and not in his high chair. So table and chair set is definitely a toddler must-have. And the last toddler must-have is something called a moon in my room, and I will show you a picture of it right after this, but it is a realistic moon like this big that hangs on the wall. The moon comes with this clicker that you can have turned on, and the moon is on completely. You can have it go through the moon phases, which is really cool because you can teach your kid about all of the phases that the moon goes through and all of that as they get a little older. And it works as a perfect nightlight because it's not too bright, but it does bring some light to the room. So if you need to walk in there, you can definitely see what is going on, but it's not going to keep them awake at night because it's so bright. And I also love that it has a timer. After you turn it on, it turns itself off after half an hour. So I put this on every single night when Miles goes to bed. He loves it. He constantly talks about it. Whenever anyone comes over, he talks about his moon and shows them, and it looks so realistic. We have it hung right above one of his windows all the way at the top of his ceiling, and it is just one of his favorite things ever. He talks about it constantly, and when we first got it, it was so funny. He thought the remote was so cool and how he could control it, and he went outside because it was like evening when we hung it up. He went outside and he tried the remote control to see if it would work for the real moon, which it didn't, but that was just really cute and funny. And I think it is just such a practical, cool idea. We needed a nightlight anyway, and this thing is awesome, and it's quickly become one of Miles's favorite things, and I think it was only like $20, so you cannot beat that. Alright guys, that is everything for my toddler must-haves. Like I said, I find these videos very helpful, so I'm hoping that some of my suggestions were helpful to you. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments what your toddler must-haves are. I would love to hear, and maybe there is something that I need to pick up for my son that I don't know about. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of my videos, and thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye!